Hi, welcome to the Choose Happy with Marie show. It's the end of the second quarter of the year. Did you advance with anything specifically? Did you have a goal? Did it align with your vision board? In today's show, I'm sharing with you the goal that I advanced with, including the anxiety that I felt when I booked my plane ticket. Let's ditch the negativity of anxiety so that we can finally live the life we really want for ourselves. Come on in. It's time to choose happy. Hey girlfriend, do you want to connect back to yourself and what you really want for your life? Are you finally done with the limiting stories and fear that stands in your way? Is the negative talk so loud that it sabotages you and lowers your self-confidence? Hi, I'm Marie. For the majority of my life, I lived in negativity that was often labeled as depression. My breakthrough happened when I learned the power of choosing happy. This podcast will give you tangible ways to finally ditch the negativity, improve your self-esteem, and take action for what you really want for your life. No more guilt, no more people pleasing. Let's do this. We are choosing happy. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. If you're listening to this episode when it first comes out, it is the end of June. We are almost done using the Joyful June monthly calendar. How has it been for you? Were you able to do most of the suggested activities? I did almost all of them. I still need to book a fun activity with a friend. I haven't done that yet because I'm going on vacation soon, so I wanted to just wait until I was back to coordinate something with friends. I'm looking forward to hanging out with friends because I don't have a lot of free time once I factor in doing my corporate day job, hosting the podcast, and everything that goes with it, and spending time with my family. So spending time with my families matter, so I am looking forward to prioritizing that activity upon my return. In episode 26, titled, What is one thing you can do in the next 3 months that will make you happy? Q2 goal setting. I invited you to think about one thing that you can do in the next 3 months that will make you happy. I made reference to the vision board exercise from episode 3, titled Design Your Choose Happy Vision Board, to help guide you in deciding what you wanted to focus on in the next 3 months. How did it go? Did you advance with anything in particular? If you did advance with it, how do you feel? Do you feel you have grown from it? If you didn't choose to focus on anything specific, why not? Were you unclear as to what you could advance with? Or were you caught up in just getting by with your everyday to-dos, but you just didn't even have the time to even think about it? Setting goals, it's an important element in choosing happy. When we identify a goal, it gives us direction. We're no longer just reacting to what others want us to do because we have our own to-dos that we actually want to do. Not responding to what others want, but what we want for our life. I hope you did advance with something, and if you didn't, no worries. We have quarter 3 right around the corner, quarter 3 being July, August, September, and you can set a goal for yourself for that time period. Although for me, I have different types of goals that I set during the summer months, and I'll share that with you in next week's show. So make sure that you're subscribed to the show to receive the latest episode when it comes out. For today's show, I thought I would share with you one goal that I advanced with this quarter that changed me for the better. And this goal was on my vision board. It still is. My goal was to travel on my own to a destination that I've never been, to hang out with someone that I never met. I picked a virtual friend that I had met during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 when I joined a business mastermind. These virtual friends that I met through the mastermind, they continue to be my friends. They live in the United States, Japan, and Hawaii. We don't talk as much lately as we live in different time zones, but we are still close. And I am so grateful for these continued friendships. So, why was this a goal for me, you may be asking? Well, maybe you are a solo traveler. I am not. I have traveled before on business, but always with a colleague. And personal flights were done with my family. So this was so new to me. And yes, I was feeling so anxious about it. I recall booking my flight, and my husband was helping me book it, but I was booking it because that was important for me. But he was, giving me some guidance. And as I was booking the flight, about to press the confirm button, I felt like I was about to throw up. And it had nothing to do with meeting my virtual friend. I was so looking forward to meeting her. It was about everything that required, that I was going to be on my own and that I needed to transfer at different airports and that I was going to another country all on my own. I had never done that before. I once read that if what you are about to do makes you feel like you're about to throw up, it's actually a good thing. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? But it makes sense. We can only grow when we leave our comfort zone. And that was what I was doing when I was traveling on my own, or should I say, traveling solo, as my friend's friend who I met on this trip reminded me, as she travels on her own often with other women who are also traveling on their own. They're traveling solo. Sounds more positive actually than traveling on my own. So I booked the flights, and no, I didn't throw up. But there was a lot of anxiety there. I connected with my virtual friend, and we made plans of things to do together. She was amazing. She had an everyday suggested itinerary for us. It touched my heart so much that she cared so much to give me an amazing Los Angeles, California experience with her. And that I did have. The day came, early morning. My husband took me to the airport, and off I went on my own. I checked in my bag, and I waited for my plane. I had organized the connection to be at an airport that I had been to before, so that lessened my anxiety, and I had given myself plenty of time to transfer planes. On my first plane, a lovely lady sat beside me, and we just hit it off. She thought it was the coolest thing that I was meeting my pandemic friend. I thought it was cool too. I believe the universe brought this person to sit beside me because I was feeling anxious. Remember, this was something new for me. I was on my own. I was not used to traveling on my own. I waited for the next plane, and I got on it, and several hours later, I arrived at the Los Angeles airport to see my virtual friend sitting there waiting for me. To see her in person was amazing. I had only seen her on a computer screen, and that was the past 3 years. We had a terrific time together. I was on my own for some of the time, and that was so good for me. This was a goal of mine and was on my vision board because I love to travel. I really love to travel. And I've been limiting my travel because maybe this is you as well. I was always looking for someone to travel with. I thought that's what you should do. I thought I needed that comfort. And you know how hard it is trying to coordinate with everyone's schedule, whether it's your family or your friends. It can be really hard. Now that I've done it, now that I did that trip, I see that it wasn't a big deal. But in my mind, the negative self-talk before I did it, it was so strong. Strong enough that it was about to stop me from seeing a friend that I really wanted to meet. My self-talk was telling me not to do it. It came up with so many reasons, so many worries, things that could happen. What if I got lost? What if something happened on the plane and I would have no one to turn to that I knew for help? I mean, the worries just kept going. But in the end, nothing bad happened. What good did happen is that because I traveled solo and I'm a friendly person, I met really nice people from different places. If I would have been traveling with others, maybe I wouldn't have been so outgoing to reach out to others to say hello. And don't worry, I am not that seatmate that keeps talking through the trip, okay? I like to connect with people, and then I like to give us space to do our own thing. Because I did follow through on this goal that I had on my vision board, I've become the person that can travel solo. That wouldn't have happened if I had not followed through on doing something that was making me really uncomfortable. If you recall, as I was booking the flight, I felt like I was about to throw up. And getting on that first plane and the second plane. If there is something on your heart that you really want to do in your life, stop waiting. If you are in a season where you can advance with it, go for it. Don't let the negative self-talk, the limiting stories, the worries that are being made up in your mind stop you. We only get one life to live. Choosing happy is about living our life the way that we want, the way our heart desires, not what others want from us. Yet so many of us, that's how we're living our life, according to what others want from us. Taking action to become that person that you envision for your vision board, that's choosing happy. What you picked for your vision board is there for a reason. They're your dreams, not mine, not your sister's, not your mother's, not your father, etc. Follow your dreams. Listen to your heart. I am so grateful to my friend, who is no longer a virtual friend, for helping me make this goal happen. Thank you, Frances. Stay tuned next week, where I will invite you to think about a goal for the summer months. It doesn't need to be anything complicated. Simple is better. Something that is achievable, but yet stretches you beyond your comfort zone is always best. Something that will stretch you and that you can follow through with it, so that whatever you're picking is supporting for the life that you want to have, the person that you want to become. Follow your curiosity and see where it takes you. By the way, there's an affirmation for that in the free affirmations sample pack. You can get it by going to the website, Choose Happy with Marie, and downloading the affirmations. Link will be in the show notes. Wishing you a wonderful week, choosing happy. See you in the Facebook group. Cheers! I hope today's episode empowered you to choose happy as you live your upcoming week. If it did, consider forwarding it to a friend that may benefit from it as well. If you have 30 seconds, please leave a review for the show on your favorite podcast app. It warms my heart to hear the positive impact the show is making in your life. It takes vulnerability and courage for me to show up here every week. I do this because I feel called to share what I learned with others. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. You can purchase your very own Choose Happy affirmation card deck at www.choosehappywithmarie.com. Take good care and see you next week.